Hello and welcome back to another solo Dark House Wargaming Age of Sigmar campaign. Sorry if I rambled that out, people. I'm not good at this stuff, but we are learning. We've got some gloomspite gits, Troggoths, against some nighthaunt. I'll be controlling the nighthaunt. Yeah, there's a big disparity in forces, but I think the points aren't too far. Yeah, they shouldn't be that far separated. I will actually post points value in description. It's going to be like the First Blood scenario. You score points for the wounds you take. Or the wounds you cause, sorry. Don't mind me if I'm rambling. Right, so we will roll and see who's going first. If I'll do a quick rundown. We've got 6 Rock Guts, Trog Boss, 3 Fellwater Troggoths, and another 6 Rock Guts. I do like the Mantic ones. And for the Nighthaunt, 10 Hex Wraiths, 90 Shrouds on Steed, 6 Glaive Wraith Stalkers, 6 Spirit Hosts. We'll move those, I forgot to deploy them. Lord Executioner, painted up for me by my friend. Look at that, gorgeous. Another 6 Spirit Hosts, and another 6 Glaive Wraith Stalkers on the end. Now, nice and simple, didn't want it too complex. I don't even think there's any magic for Nighthaunt. That's not going to be good. Let's roll, see who will go first. 1 to 3, the Trogs. 4 to 6, the Nighthaunt. And the Trogs will go first. There's not a great deal for him to do with the range, but I'll move them all up and get them into position. We'll be back. And here we have the Troggoths all moved up for their first turn. They haven't really got any there's no advantage to running up. So I think the Nighthaunt are going to have a good chance of charging in some instances, and they don't want that overall. So, that's it for Trolls. Nighthaunt, turn 1. There's not much for him to really do in the command hero phase. His ability goes off in the combat phase, and so does his, I believe. So we'll get to moving. Here we are after all the Nighthaunt have moved up. Oh, getting in. And we've measured out the only charges possible are from us cavalry on the side here, as X-Wraiths and as Knight of Shrouds. To be a 7 charge against the Rock Guts, and we are going to try that. We want a 10. Oh, 1 short. So they have made it. And the Knight of Shrouds, he'll need an 8 at least. And he has failed, so just the Hex Wraiths in. And turn 1 Nighthaunt combat phase. He will use his command ability, giving this unit of X-Wraiths 1 extra attack with their scythes. I don't think it works on the horses, so we won't be doing that. We'll pile them in and get the dice ready. A lot of spectral scythe attacks. That's 8 guys in, 2 attacks each, 1 extra for the command ability. Yeah, so it's like 24, 25. 4s to hit and 6s will be a mortal wound, but the sequence will end. So we'll remove fails first. 4 mortals. No, not bad. Could have been a lot better. And 3s to wound. All wounds. So they do have a single rend, so it'll be a 6 up to save for the Rock Gut Troggoths, I believe. 6 armor for the Rock Guts. So 1 saved, and now they will get all these in the Rock Hard Skin save, 5 pluses. They'll get those even against the mortals. 3, so 4. 8 damage done so far. That'll be 2 whole trolls. We'll hope for some more with the Spectral Hooves. 16 Spectral Hooves attack. 4s to hit. Not great. 5s to wound. We've got 2 trolls, not too bad. A pretty good showing for those guys. 5 plus armour. Pass 2, of course they did. 5 plus iron and skit, and they pass another, of course they did. So that's 2 troll bases wiped out, and a wound on 1. 4 Rock Guts strike back. 2 attacks each, 3s to hit. That wasn't good. And 3s to wound. That were awful. So 2 wounding hits. They've got a 2 rend, but it don't matter. X-Wraiths have a 4 plus. They just fail 1, so that's only 3 damage. Hex Wraith removed. And a wound passed over. That were pretty lackluster. This guy's out of 3 inches, so he can't join in. The Rock Guts Troggoth Bravery is 5, and they've lost 2 models. Exactly right. Not good. Roll off for the start of turn 2. Nighthaunt get it first and they need it. Or do they need it? Right, we'll be back after movements. And here is the nighthaunt line. Everybody's moved on up. So chargers will go from right to left. So 6 glaive wraiths into the rockgut troggoths. 8, they have made it. Spirit hosts, 6, they have not made it. Second unit of glaive wraiths, 8, so that's 2 at 8. Both will have made it. And the last one, the Knight of Shrouds, please get a 10. He got a 10. He got a 10. And he will go into... Oh, he's going to go into the rockgut troggoths, I think. To save this unit from getting destroyed and free up this flank. See, he's quite dangerous. He can't take the trog boss on him, sen, but he'll get to attack as soon as he lands. And that's great. Yeah, I think we'll bring the trog boss into combat there. No, we'll put him that way. So he gets to fight as soon as he lands. And we'll use that on the trog boss. So he's putting all the attacks into the trog boss. Sword of Stolen Hours, 3's to hit, but he gets to oh, nice. He'd get to re-roll with him not being death. And 3's to wound. Oh, really? And no live. 2 Spectral Steed attacks, 4's to hit, 5's to wound, nothing. So, 2 damage done to the trog boss. Oh, sorry. Yeah, 2 damage done. I didn't give him this relic that does the extra damage. But that's okay, that was only the charge phase. I'll move the rest of the guys in. And here we are at the actual Nighthaunt combat phase. We will go first with the Hex Wraiths, of course, and we will use his command ability on them once again, so they get an extra attack. Instead of 16, it'll be 28. Scythe attacks going in. This needs to do some damage. 6s will be mortals. 4's to hit. We'll remove the misses. Nice amount of mortal wounds, though. 5 through immediately, so they've only got their Arcade skin save against that. 3's to wound. 1 rend, so these will be a 6 save for the rockgut troggoths. 1 more goes through. That's not a bad showing, not bad. Now for these they will get the 5+ save. They make 4 of them. So 6 damage suffered so far. 16 Spectral Oof attacks, 4's to hit and 5's to wound. We ideally want 1 more wound to get through. More would be nice, but I doubt it's going to happen. So, 2 wounding hits, 5+ save. Med 1, we'll need him to fail this 5+. And he didn't, of course it didn't. So, 3 will take him out. And put 3 wounds onto the guy next to him. That wasn't so good. We needed a bit more there, but 1 trog this turn. They could still fail some battle shock. And now the troggoths will go with the trog boss. We'll try and kill this guy. He can do a lot of damage. We're not so much scared of those guys. He will at first attempt Crushing Grip. On a 6, it'll just squash him. No, did not work. Which is good for the narrative. 4 attacks into him. 3s and 3s. 3 hits. 3 wounds. 4+ save because rend don't affect him. Oh dear. So that's 2d6 damage. Why haven't been doing deathless minions? 8 damage. So we get 8 deathless minion saves. Not 1. Wow. It just flat out crushed him. Well, that isn't good. Yeah, so 16 Glaive Wraith Stalker attacks. They've got a 2-inch range, so there's no need for them to run in. 4's to hit, but because they charge this turn, they'll re-roll failed misses. Failed hits. Give them a decent amount of re-rolls. We need some more hits. Not 1 more hit. Well, this is not looking promising. And now 3's to wound. Yeah, I think things just went a bit pear-shaped for the nighthaunt, didn't they? They've lost the leader, and now they're about to be destroyed. No rend, so it'll be a 5+. Oh, wow. So they took a solitary wound. 1 wound. 1. So Fellwater Troggoth, so piling in attack. And the Fellwater should have been -1 to hit. Sorry, we completely... Oh no, they haven't been hit yet. Oh good, we haven't forgot. Alright, 4 attacks each for each Fellwater, so it's 3 to hit. Wow, really good. 3s to wound. 2 damage each. So we need some 4+s here, we really do. Not 1! Destroyed the unit. That's them gone before they got a chance to attack. We've only got 2 Troggoth units to go with now, so we'll go with the small ones first. So that'll be 6 attacks. 3s to hit. Ouch. 3s to wound. 4+ armour. Fail 1, so that's another 3 damage. That's 2 X-Wraiths gone. So we did have 1 remainder damage. 5 Rockgut Troggoths attacking. I think they're just going to annihilate this unit. 3s. Not rolling like that, they're not. They should still do it. 6 hits. 3s again. Possible they could live. 4+s. And they have. They only caused 3 damage. So it's only half the unit gone. And that's it for combat. Lost 2, so they cannot fail. On a 5 or 6, I believe it is. So on a 5 or 6, they'll start losing, guys. 1. Irony. Like coppery, but just more. Oh no, sorry, it is just the troll's turn now, isn't it? So on a 4+ we'll regenerate. No. On a 4+ we'll regenerate. No. So the trolls will move. We'll be right back. So trolls turn 2, shooting and, you know, the other abilities. So we've got 3 noxious spittles going in at the Lord Executioner. They are 2s to hit. All hits. 3s to wound. All wounds. That's not good. And it does 2 rend, but it doesn't affect him. So 4+s. He's passed them all. Excellent. That was good. The first unit of Rockguts will choose the Hex Wraiths, so they can't fail. And it will cause D3 mortals. 2 mortal wounds, so that will peel off a Hex Wraith. Unit over here will throw out Spirit Hosts. I think that's probably their best option over there. They can't fail. Didn't fail, so D3 mortals, 3. Now they are within range of a death hero, so we'll give these guys deathless minions, and 1 lived. Not as devastating as it could be. So a Hex Wraith down. And that's it. Right, so charges. Trog King, we kept him just 3 inches away. I'll nudge him if he's not. 3, so he got it exactly. And he's going into the hexes. He wants to smash down this big unit. So a lot of wounds are. Oh, the 3 Fellwater Troggoths. They will also charge. And we're aiming for the Spirit Hosts. 10 inches. So we ain't done bad there. We'd be drawing other units in no matter what we do. So we'll just go this way. So we don't mind drawing in Glaive Wraiths, because they're going to die soon. It's him we don't want to draw in yet. So the Trog Boss will pop his command ability, which lets Dankold Troggoths with an 18-inch reroll hits of 1. That will matter, because they only miss on a 1 and a 2 right now. Crushing Grip. So on a 1 it will fail. And it failed. 4 attacks, 3s to hit. All hit. 3s to wound. 2 wounding hits. 4+ armour. And they got them both. Hex Wraiths make a mockery of the Trog Boss. Who's going to go for the nighthaunt? The hexes are more or less safe now. They're not going to get destroyed by 2 Fellwater. But, right, yeah, we'll be going with the Spirit Hosts. 24 chill blade attacks. We're basically hoping for mortals here. 6s will be a mortal. And they have no defense against mortals. 4, 5, 6 mortal wounds. That's a good showing. 4 regular hits. Oh, and they can re-roll 1s. Are they all within 18? We will double check, because that matters. They are within 18, so they will re-roll 1s. 2, really? For another hit at least. 2 more wounds. They will have a 5 up against that, I believe. Nope, neither lived. That 8 wounding hits total. Fellwaters don't really have the staying power, do they? So, these 2, I want them to go, because everybody else is either safe or in no real danger. So, 3s to hit, re-rolling 1s. Thank God. Oh, really? Well, that was that planned out toilet, weren't it? They were proper fluff, that. So the X-rays are completely safe. We'll go with these guys. 6 attacks, 4s to hit, 3s to wound, no re-roll because they didn't charge this turn. And we sort of needed it. If they all wound, which they did, 4s to hit, 3s to wound, so 6 plus save for the 1 no. 5 plus armour, none. So they actually destroyed her, troll. Took the 3 remaining wounds. Well done, guys. MVPs. And now they're about to be obliterated. So 4th Rotgut Troggoth smashing back into these. 3s to hit. Definitely not within range to re-roll. So they have to pass both of these. The fair one, so they are destroyed. Hexwraiths. Let's line these boys up. Lone Hexwraith going into the Trog boss. 4 pluses, but a 6 will be a mortal. 3 wound. It does have a rend. He's okay. He'll live through it. 2 spectral hooves. 4s. 1 hit. Then 5s. Nothing. Alright, the rest of the Hexwraiths into the Rotguts. Not 1 mortal wound. That's not good. That's really not good. And 3s to wound. 2 wounding hits, so it'd be 6s to begin with. None, and then a 5 plus. They get 1, so they've suffered 1 wound so far. 10 spectral hooves. 4s to hit. Horses is mad. 5s to wound. 1. 5 plus. Nope. 5 plus. Nope. So 2 wounds suffered and 1 was from the horses. This guy is the last one to go. 4 attacks. 3s and 3s. It would have got to reroll 1s, but it were a 2. All wounds. 4 pluses. 2 damage. So base is destroyed. And a single wound onto another base. I believe that's the end of the Troggoth's turn too. You know what, it could still go either way. So yeah, we will keep going. Roll off for turn 3. And the Troggies get it. I think this has just won them the game. We'll get some moving around and we'll be right back. Troggoth's turn 3. Boulder into the Hexwraith. They still can't fail. So we'll miss it and just do the D3 mortals. 1. That were good for the Hexwraiths. And they will again into the Spirit Hosts. We want those gone this time. So there's 5 bases. We will fail on a 6. Nope. D3 mortals. 2, but they are within range for deathless minions. They fail both, so that is a base destroyed. Noxious Spittle. 2 to hit. Nothing. They needed that. It does D3 damage. Charges just the 1 unit. 7, and they will be where we want them to go. And the big unit of Trogs will be going first. He's popped his command ability, so we will be re-rolling 1s. 2 into the hero, 2 into the Spirit Hosts. Hero, 3s to hit. That were a 2. 3 hits. 3s to wound. 2 wounding hits. 4 pluses, and he needs 1 of them. He got them both again. He's walking off that damage. Damn. 2 Troggoths into the Spirit Horse. 3s. Rerolling 1s. 3s again. 4 pluses. They will lose a base for any failed. And they'd failed none. Oh, wow. That bounced off them. These guys will go with the Hex Wraiths. They're the only ones who aren't safe now. We've got 11 sides going in. 6s will be immortal. 1. And 4s to hit. So 3s to wound. That could have been spectral. So 6 plus armor. None. And now we get 4 saves at 5 plus. They save 3. Of course they do. And then the 1 guy into the Trog boss. 1 wound, puts him up to a 5, and he saves it, of course. 10 spectral wolves, we forgot about them. 4s. Not doing good here, people. 5s. Well, 2 wounds at least. 5 plus armor, none. Rock hard skin save, 1. So taking 2 damage. Right, on a 4 plus he should have regenerated. No, they didn't, so that will count as 1 guy. And nothing on the damn cold Troggoth again. Did he? No, he didn't do his 2 spectral wolves. 1 hit, no wound. Right, so that's that covered. Now, the Fellwater Troggoth might as well go, because he's about to die. So 4 attacks, 3s and 3s, re-rolling 1s. 2 wounding hits, but these are only 2 damage apiece. 4 plus. Failed 1. So 2 damage taken by one of the Spirit Horse bases. We're slowly chewing them down. Or getting chewed down. All depends. And yeah, these Spirit Horse should be the ones to go next, don't you think? Yeah, the Spirit Hosts. So there's no way for them to lose. No. This guy first. The hero. So he has 3's attacks, 3's to hit. All hits. But any 6s here will be 3 damage, not 1. None. God damn it. He's got a 2 rend, so they go straight to the 5 up, irresistible. And they get them both. It's the Trog boss is gonna go. Crushing Grip. Fails on a 1. No. So he crushed a Hex Wraith outright. 4 attacks. 3s. I don't think he gets to reroll 1s. Wound. They don't pass it, which they did not. It's D6 damage. 2. So that's another Trog. Another Hexy. So we literally crushed 2 X-Wraiths. That wasn't very good. Now the Spirit Hosts. All 4 ghosts going in at the Rockgut Troggoths. We're after 6s here. We ain't got many, have we, people? 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll take it. I'm not even sure it was 1. And 4 hits. Yeah, not good. For 3 more wounds at least. No save. So then we get a 5 plus against the mortals and the regulars. And the save 3. So that's 1 rock gut and a wound caused on another. Not the best showing. Really not the best showing. And everybody's gone, I believe. So it would be nighthaunt turn 3. So nighthaunt turn 3. I think we've literally got 1 move to do. And then they'll be charging and straight back to combat. Yeah, I believe at the end of this turn we'll be seeing who is going to win. Yeah, we're not one for running away. I mean, we could get out of here and these Spirit Horse could run back and maybe live a turn. But we're going to fate it out. Charges for the last free unit. 8 inches. To cause wounds. Where should we go, people? Where should we go? Trog Boss or Rock Guts? I don't think those X-Wraiths have got the job done at all. While those Spirit Horse and him might, just might, chew through what's left of that unit. And I think we're going to take all 8 inches and dogpile onto these Rockgut Troggoths here. For purpose of scenario, we're trying to do maximum amount of wounds. So after charges, I think it's closer than we might think. If they clean up this unit down here and do okay up there, the Troggers, I think they've got it won because they might have caused too many wounds. Let's see, shall we? First unit to be going will be the new unit of Spirit Hosts. So we'll pile them in. So we managed to get 5 of the 6 bases of Spirit Hosts into contact, and they are all going on the Rockgut Troggers. We're hoping for a lot of 6s here. There's quite a few. We'll clean it up. Well, not as many as we'd hoped. 4. But a lot of hits. So, chill touch. Force to wound. Not so great. So they will get a 6. I believe they've got 1 rend. Forgive me if they haven't. Ouch. Yeah, I think the Rock Guts have just walked this off, and the 5/5+ saves. None. So they took 5 wounds. That's a full Rock Gut gone. A Rock Gut dead, and one's taken 2 wounds. That wasn't good. We did hope for better. The 3 Rock Guts are going to go into these guys. I think they've got the biggest potential of hurting us back. So, 3s to hit, 3 rolling 1s. And of course we didn't get any. 3s to wound. All of them. Now this is bad. They need 4 pluses because these are 3 damage. 3 failed, so that's 9 damage. 9 deathless minions. 2 saved. So that's 7 damage. Which is still 3 full bases. It's starting to go bad for the nighthaunt here. We're getting chipped away. But so are the trolls. Hex wraiths. 3 into the remaining troll. And 1 into the trog boss. We want to get rid of this guy. 2 mortals. And 2 regular hits. 2 wounds. So they get a 6 up for those. Neither. And then 4/5 pluses. And the past 1, so it lives with 1 wound. Oh, or does he? 6 spectral hooves. Yeah, he does. Ouch. On the Trog boss, 1 mortal straight through, and he gets no save against that. 1 spectral hooves with a wound, 4+, and he doesn't, so he takes 2 wounds. That puts him up to 4 because he's failed his regen. I should have given him another, but it's for narrative and it's fun, and it's looking rather one-sided. So, the Trog boss. So he's safe now. Yeah, Fellwater Troggoth. 3s to hit. All hits. 3s to wound. 2 wounds. 4 pluses. And he did save 1, so he will live. He's taken 2 damage. Why not? He'll go first. Make no difference now. 1 mortal wound. And nothing else. So the remaining Fellwater takes a 1 mortal. Fellwater's taken its 1 mortal. Who's left to go? These guys have gone. The Rock Guts have gone. Lord Executioner and the Trog boss. So, Trog boss. Have any of these guys gone this turn? He'll go. 1 hit. 1 wound. 4+ save. No. So another Hex Wraith destroyed. And a wound carry. Oh no, 2 X-Wraiths destroyed because 1 already had a wound. The Trog boss is going to finish those guys up. Lord Executioner. Piles in. 3s to hit. 3 hits. Any 6s here will be 3 damage. So 1 at 3 damage. They don't get any save from either of them. So they will now just get the 4 5-up saves. And he failed none, so he killed her. And we'll tap from that way. He killed 1 outright. Well done, at least you did something. Trog boss. He will choose this unit, so a 1 will fail. Nope, he smushes a guy outright. 4 attacks, 3s to hit. 3s to wound. 4+ armor save. He failed. D6. 3. Yeah, he's smashed. The Hex Wraith unit destroyed. I think that's everybody's gone. Yeah, looking at this, it could still go either way. So we'll roll for the turn 4. Trolls. and I think this is just won him game. Regen roll 4+. No. Regen roll 4+. No. Regen roll 4+. No. No regen rolls. We've moved up. So, Noxious Spew into that Spirit Host. Hits. No wound. It needed a 3. Boulder into this unit of Spirit Host, so it'll fail on a 5 or 6. It failed. Boulder into the same unit of Spirit Host, fail on a 5 or 6. Did not fail. D3 Mortals. Full 3. Deathless Minions, and they didn't get 1, so that's a base peeled away. Not looking good now. Charges. Dankol Trogboss. 5. He's trying to keep away from that guy. Remaining Rock Gut. You know what? He hasn't got to. He hasn't got to. He'll just stay there. He's just going to get himself killed. Combat phase. So, he will choose... He will go first. He will attempt to crush the Spirit Hosts. It's equal to or more in it. Yep, so it did it. It crushed a base of Spirit Hosts outright. 4 attacks, 3s and 3s. Oh! And he has popped his combat ability. Wound. 4+ save. They fail. D6 damage. 5. He's doing well, but only getting 1 attack through. No Deathless Minion. That's 5 wounds caused. Another base peeled away. Not looking good for the nighthaunt. Lord Executioner will... He can't get round with 3 inches. Sneaky, sneaky troll. Lord Executioner. 3s to hit. 2 hits. Any 6s here? Which there wasn't. And I think that we will call it... So there's literally 2 lots of Spirit Host attacks. Quite a lot. The Trogboss is looking good. Yeah, we will call it there a victory for the Troggoths.